Respected friends, the Baltimore Council on Foreign Relations extended a invitation to me, inviting me to address the membership of the council long ago. However, I have a very busy schedule and I couldn't make it as early as I would like, so I would like to express my apologies. The council has asked me to give a talk about U.S.-China relations, its prospects, and its foundation. Since it is a big subject, it takes a while for me to present to you my ideas on this subject. However, the chairman has just now asked me to finish the talk within 20 to 30 minutes. It makes it rather difficult for me to do the job. And in my case, it takes even longer time because I need an interpreter. However, I found my best to finish it within 40 minutes. The establishment of diplomatic relations between China and the United States on January 1st, 1979 was a major international event, not only in the 70s, but in the 30-odd years since the end of the Second World War. It has ushered in a new phase in U.S.-China relations. The development of our relations in the past 3 years or so has by and large been good and fairly smooth. Like the Americans, the Chinese are pleased with this development. The result of the U.S.-China cooperation is first of all manifested in the political field. Our relations have reached a point where we can hold fairly close conversations. In the last 3 years, state leaders, government ministers, and other high-ranking officials of our two countries have frequently exchanged visits, during which they exchanged ideas on international issues of common concern, and also on our bilateral relations. And more than 30 treaties, agreements, and protocols were signed. After the new administration came into office, Secretary of State paid a visit to China. Recently, President Reagan met President Zhao at the Cancun conference, which was followed by the visit of Vice Premier and Foreign Minister Wang Hua to Washington, D.C. The talks conducted at high levels have promoted our mutual understanding and are conducive to the continued growth of Sino-U.S. relations. Secondly, steady progress has been made in our bilateral economic relations and trade. The total volume of our two-way trade in 1978, the year before the establishment of diplomatic relations, was $1.15 billion as compared to $2.4 billion in 1979 and $4.8 billion in 1980. An increase of 300% in 2 years. This rate of increase cannot be considered as slow progress. Among other things, China's major imports from the United States are grain, cotton, chemical fiber, electronic instruments, and machinery equipment. China is now the #1 buyer of U.S. cotton. China's exports to the United States mainly consist of textiles, native produce, and animal byproducts, handicrafts, metals, minerals, and small quantities of petroleum. Meanwhile, many U.S. industrial, commercial, and financial institutions and corporations have established extensive contacts with their Chinese counterparts for cooperation of various forms, such as compensatory trade, co-production, processing materials supplied by the buyer, producing according to buyer's design, joint ventures, and credit arrangements, etc. Contracts have been signed on some of the projects. About a dozen U.S. oil companies are now engaged in exploring the South China Sea for oil, and the public bidding for its extraction will soon start. Progress has also been made in the project to develop the Kingsville coal mine of Shanxi province through China-U.S. cooperation. The plan for the project will soon be finalized. Thirdly, exchanging the scientific, technological, educational, and cultural fields within our two countries have been increased and strengthened step by step under the agreement on cooperation in science and technology between China and the United States. Our two sides have signed accords in such areas as agriculture, space, high energy physics, hydropower industry, management of science and technology, and the technical information, ecology and the status, atmospheric science, fishery, and the marine science, medicine and public health, seismology, earth science, environmental protection, and exchange of scholars and students. Not long ago, the PRC-US Joint Committee on Scientific and Technological Cooperation met in Washington and signed agreements on hydrology, nuclear security, building construction, and city planning. Many scientific research institutions, cultural organizations, and colleges and universities in the two countries have established direct contact. There are more than 2,500 Chinese undergraduates and postgraduates studying in the United States, while the U.S. in turn has sent more than 1,000 persons to study or do research in China. Also becoming increasingly active are our bilateral exchanges in the fields of journalism, television, libraries, museums, film, arts, and sports. To sum up, a good beginning has been made in the official and the people-to-people relations between China and the United States, both at the central and local levels, as well as in the political, cultural, and the military fields. Practice shows that the China-U.S. relations, which are based on equality and mutual benefit, have great vitality. They conform to the interests not only of the Chinese people, but also of the American people. As former President Carter put it during his visit to China, benefits resulting from the new China-U.S. relationship vis-a-vis the American people are tremendous and self-evident. In the meantime, practice has also proved that the China-US cooperation is a factor of vital importance in the maintenance of peace in the Asia-Pacific region and in the world as a whole, and its impact has far exceeded our bilateral relations. It is our sincere hope that our relations will continue to move ahead. The normalization and the development of U.S.-China relations are no accidental occurrence, but an inevitable result of the development of history. The shift from confrontation to cooperation in our relations has a solid political foundation and a profound historical reason. First, the normalization and the growth of our relations are out of the need of global strategy. A review of the history enables one to see clearly that the China-US relations have traversed a tortuous course. From the end of the 50s to the end of the 60s, major changes took place in the two camps, which once existed in the post-war years. Taking advantage of the fact that the U.S. was deeply involved down in the Vietnam War, the Union expanded in its military and economic strength, and increasingly revealed its expansionist features. In the 1970s, though the United States and the Soviet Union tried to seek a new balance of forces through Dayton, a strategic situation with the Soviet Union on the offensive and the United States on the defensive took shape as a result of the overall swelling of the Soviet military strength. It was against this background that both the United States and China felt it necessary to change their respective policies so as to meet new challenges. Thanks to the joint efforts of our two countries, President Nixon eventually visited China in 1972, during which the well-known Shanghai Communique was issued, putting an end to the confrontation existing for as long as more than 30 years between China and the United States. Then, 6 years later, China-US relations were normalized by the end of 1978, while the Carter administration was in office. China and the United States are now faced with the pressing and the great task of how to further consolidate and develop China-US strategic relations and coordinate their actions in opposing threats of war and safeguarding both peace. Thirdly, to develop Sino-US relations is the need of our respective interests. Being two big powers, our two countries have a wide range of common interests, not only in strategy, but in many other fields. China and the United States have their own strong and weak points in its economy and culture, and we may learn from each other's strong points and supply each other's needs so as to make common progress.
我们了解在经济上，二是关于创业的话，所以不同于我们一个高发展创业在我们现在发展的这些，我们动作已经提高更多的人。科学文化，或者是公共这个文化的文化，现在是二方面，这个方面我们反在方面产生学习成绩，很长或操作上这些在他们专业领域，这个科学方面。科学可以开展研究建筑文化，
We highly developed industry and agriculture as well as the advanced science and the technology in the United States. All of us to learn and make use of in China's construction for modernization. On the other hand, China not only has a large population of industrials and talented people and a large market, but is rich in untapped natural resources. China's deposits of coal, iron, copper, aluminum, tungsten, titanium, antimony, molybdenum, steel, manganese, lead, zinc, mercury, and other minerals are among the richest in the world. China has also abundant resources of oil shale, phosphorus, sulfur, and gypsum, in addition to the non-metallic minerals such as diamond, asbestos, mica, and graphite, which are indispensable to modern industry. The oil reserve is large in quantity and extensive in geological location. Apart from its own splendid ancient culture and the creation and innovation, China has made its contributions to modern science and culture. Take China's medical science, for example. China is world famous for her acupuncture anesthesia and Chinese herbal medicine, and for surgeries of rejoining ruptured limbs and the treatment of extensive burns, as well as the prevention and the treatment of snail fever. China has also achieved gratifying results in atmospheric sciences, oceanography, seismology, geology, and other basic sciences. It would be safe to say that the economy and the culture of both China and the United States will benefit more and more from our bilateral education.
我们两国人民在大家知道，我们两国战争，两国人民现在好在一个共同人民所有的事情要把握，开发大量的事情，但是在今天。日本在一个学术生活各个方面贡献，这是 个发展，人或人让咱们来分析，中国人民啊，不到个人，两个人，至少我们在两个人民当中，人保持要改善，心理条件上，好两个人，而且是在好，当时该干什么？
Thirdly, the Chinese and American peoples will be friendly with each other from generation to generation. As you all know, although China and the United States are separated by vast oceans, there exists a long-standing traditional friendship within our two people. In the early years after the founding of the United States, the Chinese and American people started their friendly contact. In the last century, many Chinese laborers shed their blood in the sweat for the development of the American West, and today their offspring are dedicating themselves to the well-being of the American society in all walks of life. During World War II, our two peoples fought shoulder to shoulder for the just cause against fascism. In their protracted revolutionary struggle, the Chinese people enjoyed the sympathy and support from the American people. Even in the years when our two peoples were cut off from each other, the profound friendship and sentiment cherished by our two peoples maintained their vitality. Under the new circumstances, the aspiration of our two peoples for friendship from generation to generation is a historical trait that no one can forge.
就是中共原理，中共原所，这不是。是种我们两种发展关系主要关键。虽然在中间的压力很高，如果说特别台湾更不同，那么这个一个但是呢，如果说双方关系好，
Needless to say, there are still problems and obstacles in Sino-US relations, among which the key issue hindering the development of our bilateral relations is the question of Taiwan. As a matter of fact, in the joint communique on the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and the United States, the U.S. government recognizes that there is only one China and Taiwan is a part of Chinese territory, and that the government of the People's Republic of China is the sole legal government of China. But later on, the U.S. Congress adopted the so-called Taiwan Relations Act, under which Taiwan is regarded as an independent political entity. The act openly provides that the United States will continue to provide weapons to Taiwan. In so doing, the United States is in effect support the local authorities of Taiwan to antagonize the central government of China. Such actions of interference in China's internal affairs undoubtedly is opposed by the Chinese government and the people.
这个台湾，中国当过失，我们领导现在变成宣布禁言前国民党
It is China's internal affairs to resolve the issue of returning Taiwan to the embrace of its motherland. The Chinese government has time and again reiterated that we strive to reunify the motherland peace. Not long ago, Chairman Ye Jianying of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China elaborated a 9-point proposal for the reunification, which further manifested our sincerity. Any foreign country that sells weapons to Taiwan not only infringes upon China's sovereignty and interferes with China's internal affairs, but also damages our efforts for reunifying our motherland through peaceful means. Consequently, it may make the relaxed situation that has prevailed over the Taiwan Strait area to become tense again. It will inevitably lead to the retrogression of relations between China and the said foreign countries. What benefits can such outcome bring to the two peoples and to the strategic interests of the two countries involved? We do not wish to see such things to take place. Since President Reagan took office, he has made clear on several occasions that he intends to respect the principles of the joint communique on the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and the United States. Last June, Secretary Hay once again declared during his visit to China that the President has committed himself to the continuous development of the relations between our two countries. He also pointed out that in the efforts to resist aggression, the United States regarded China as a close and a treasured friend. Such positive remarks made by the Reagan administration are welcomed by the Chinese and American people, who are expecting further practical action on the part of the administration. In the long run, China-US relations have a bright future. At present, the important thing is to put substance and to solidify in various ways the ties between the two countries and to ensure the continued steady and healthy growth in our relations. I have finished my speech within the time limit.